The NFL season is over. The Eagles champions for the second time. They won Super Bowl 52 7 years ago against the Patriots. For more scores, stories, and features, go to foxsports.com. I'm Jared Max.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
And welcome back to the Gary Sutton Show. It's 7:23. If you're an Eagles fan this morning, you're very happy. If you're not happy, maybe this guy's the guy you want to listen to here. We're talking about Kevin J. Smith, who we continue on with our conversation this morning. Someone just texted in. They said, love this segment. Why wouldn't you? Kindness Worldwide. Kevin is the founder, visionary, and chief kindness chaser. He started this all over a wallet being returned to his home, and for some reason it had a great impact on him, and he has started something that is now stretched worldwide. You can find it at kindnessworldwide.org. That's kindnessworldwide.org. And Kevin, we were talking before the break about, some of the things that have happened with the kindness, I guess, tickets being handed out here by Mike Muldrow in York, just to other ideas. For people now that are saying, okay, Kevin, you started this. It sounds interesting to me. I'm not quite sure where to go next. Where do you go next? Is there a place that you go, or are there things that you do, or is there something you can follow, or whatever? Give us a little bit of a map here.
Well, let me first maybe revisit the vision.
Go ahead.
Talk about the pathway. So the vision of Kindness Worldwide, again, is to create a culture of kindness in communities throughout the world. It's not just a pipe dream.
Right.
There's various ways of doing that. One is we want to elevate kindness to the global shared value that represents all of humanity.
Okay.
By officially, formally recognizing our signature initiative, Kindness Week Worldwide. And that's where we have mayors, governors, because Governor Shapiro was actually engaged,
right.
Actually proclaim and recognize Kindness Week, which will always begin the Saturday before World Kindness Day to the Saturday after. So World Kindness Day is November 13th of every year. So Saturday before, Saturday after, 8 days. Why 8 days? Well, we went the extra mile to add an extra day. We think kindness deserves an extra day of the week, and identified 8 characteristics of kindness in this journey to kind of break kindness down into its different parts. So symbolically, we have 1 day for each characteristic. What are those characteristics? Gratitude, patience, forgiveness, empathy and compassion, respect, joy, generosity, and service. So again, elevating kindness, let's bring people and communities together through the official recognition of Kindness Week Worldwide. But we can also use technology to bring people and communities together. My friend Brian Coleman developed an app called A Heart to Help.
Okay.
So it's like Uber. It connects people who have a desire to be kind with people who have a need for kindness in their community. And we actually have a vision. We hope that one day that app will be downloaded and be just as popular as Uber to bring people and communities together using technology. We can use music. Music's a great way of bringing people and communities together. It transcends borders, cultures, distances, languages, and time. Collaborating with Shine Music Foundation locally to launch what I think is a groundbreaking music initiative called Music Collaboration, MUSEE. Everything's about being seen, see the good, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to launch it locally. It's going to include children who represent our future, some musical legends that represents the past and the present with York roots.
Right.
But we're going to actually launch this even more globally, after we launch it here in York initially. We can actually, donating blood. It's very easy to do, symbolic of paying an act forward. Veterans Day will always fall within Kindness Week Worldwide.
Right.
Just the way the calendar falls. Well, what better way to honor our veterans who literally have shed their blood for the freedoms we enjoy than to donate our own, to show our gratitude, show our respect for their service. Again, 3 of the 8 characteristics of kindness, by the way. And by the way, our blood capacity is very low throughout the country and the world. We can literally save lives by filling up our blood supply. And I believe we can inspire people to do just that. If we believe in others and we believe in our community, how the York County community responded to this movement was nothing less than magical. There was never any doubt that they'd respond the way they did, and how Commissioner Muldrow embraced, the citation, really set an example. And so, there's means of doing that. We can engage our children. There are curriculums, there's programs that we can instill those values in our children who represent the future of the next generation of leaders. Our mindful kindness, our See the Good and Be the Good kindness cards are available on our website to be downloaded. We want to have those distributed, by merchants, locally and beyond, to just remind us of those little things that are so important that we talked about. But there are resources on our website. There's toolkits. The draft proclamation of Kindness Week Worldwide is already written. It's all tied up in a nice little bow Any community, anywhere and everywhere, can bring the magic of Kindness Week worldwide just by looking at the toolkits and resources on our website. And there's many means or ideas to support this initiative.
Worldwide, you got kindnessworldwide.org. So you can go there and get a lot of these ideas that you're talking about. The idea of kindness cards, though, just handing out a kindness card during the day. We like things in our hands, don't we? There's something about having. I had your card today. I've kept it in my hands ever since the day that I met you. And I keep looking at this every day. And the idea is we love to have these kind of little things. And to hand out a card to someone who might be having a tough day just seems to me to be a neat thing. My brother used to carry little miniature angels around. And he'd see somebody having a tough day. He'd walk over and he'd take one of these angels and give it to someone. And I had a guy come up to me 5 years later who got one of these angels and said, I still carry this with me every single day. And I thought, great, but these cards are really something neat. And on the back of the card, it says, I see the good in you. Be the good and see the good in someone else today, too. So where we might walk around and be cynical, or we might walk around and be really negative, now we have a chance to walk around and find the good in somebody in a situation. It's not crazy. It's actually really, really going in the right direction. Final thoughts this morning, Kevin.
Well, my story, which I refer to, it's really our story.
Yes.
But it's really proof that no act of kindness is too small to make a difference and change a life, and that anyone can make a lasting impact, and I would argue even change the world through kind action. So if each of us, with what we can control, kindness is a superpower we each possess. We just need to choose to exercise it. And if we each do just that, just strive to go the extra mile, so to speak, to be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people, each day, not only our world will change, but so will the world around us. And that's the vision of Kindness Worldwide.
How about that for the opening segment this week to get you started? Be kind. When you're going out there today, instead of being, something else to someone, be maybe the reason they look at you and say, wow, maybe I can be like that too. Maybe it's a way of starting to network out no matter what you do. You can check it out at kindnessworldwide.org. Kevin J. Smith with us this morning. He's going to be kind of a regular guest here from time to time. We got to keep getting our infusion of kindness here on this show. Mark isn't always as kind to me as he should be, but we're going to have to change all that here on the Gary Sutton Show on WOYK. Kevin, great to have you aboard this morning. Thank you so much for all you're doing.
Such a pleasure, Gary. Thank you.
Coming up next, Eric Menzer joins us. He's kind all the time. But we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things coming up with the Revolution that you could be aware of, getting out ahead on that. Baseball season's coming. It's just around the corner. And we'll talk about some of the good things he's seen that's happening around York here. He does that every single week right here on WOYK. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. It's 7:30 on a Monday morning.